It is a destroyer after all. What's going on, everybody? It's StarsX of HG Central, and welcome to part 6 of Demolition Racer No Exit. And in this part, we are going to be tackling the last league in the game. And it's time to get a little silly. It's now time for the Ugly Autos League. Yep. Gotta have a bit of humor at the end. So, basically, this is not going to be as long as the last 3 leagues, in fact. It's only 6 tracks, so it's about the same amount as the first league we did. And you can kind of see the cars that we get to choose this time around. We've got the Beast, the Hog, the Thing, and Bobcat. Now, there are so many different choices we could make to what we could use. But I'm not going to go with the Bobcat because that just seems like the most regular of all the cars. I am actually going to go with the bubble car, or as this game calls it, the Thing. Because let's just have a little bit of fun with this. Why not? All right, so let's just see this. Now there are other schemes, of course. Let's quickly take a look at them. Kind of like that one. It kind of looks like a blood-splattered car. So, in fact, we're actually going to go with that, and away we go with track number 1. Righty then, here we are, starting with the most ridiculous cars in the game.
3, 2.
Now,
go!
What I should mention is I'm actually alone today. I've got the house to myself for now, so if I sound a little more energetic, it's because I don't have to worry about any ridiculousness going on. Or I don't need to worry about how I sound because no one's here, so I don't sound like a weirdo talking to myself when everybody's saying, "Oh no, that's a bad start." Now, I did mention that the high-end sports cars had some of the lowest health, but if you're talking about like absolute lowest, these cars are right up your alley. The Ugly Autos, as they call them, are definitely have the missed a plus there, went through the middle. They definitely have the weakest amount of health. In particular, the Thing, the first one that was listed in the car selection screen. I don't exactly remember what kind of car it's supposed to be based off of, but it's the one that's actually right there with the 2 front wheels and the 1 in the back. That car has the weakest health in the entire game, whereas this here, the Beast, and then as well as the Hog and Bobcat are pretty much all mostly equal. So yeah, trying to get as many points this time will definitely not be easy, simply because, well, the cars can definitely not take anywhere near as much of a beating as for example, the Destroyer that I was in before. I chose the Beast though, simply because it'd be fun to just do this in like a bubble car, or the BMW I said, as it's more popularly known as. There's multiple variations, of course, but, well, I'm just most familiar with the one that BMW made back in, I think it was around the 50s. It's the one where the door is literally on the front of the car, like you don't get in the sides like you would with all the other cars. You get in on the front. The front is literally the door that gets you inside the car, which is pretty unique, but of course that was probably mostly done because, well, yeah, how else were you gonna get in with a car like this? So there we are, across the line. I imagine we'd have to redo it, but no, we don't actually. I managed to get a first place by just merely 170 points. In fact, the entire top 3 was just the 3 different beasts. And then, of course, the Bobcat, I think it's probably supposed to be some kind of mini. It looks more like a modern mini. And then, again, I don't remember what the Thing is. And then the Hog right there is the Reliant Robin. So, yeah. Anyways, let's not focus on this too much. Let's move on to the next one. I also got the most kills. So there we are. Next up is Redneck Raceway. Alright, take 2 on this. I did good. I did get over 800 points, but someone managed to go a ridiculous 1,765 points, finish 7th, and yet that was more points to me because I only actually came across the line in 3rd because I was too much in the back during the last lap, and that kind of really blew my chances. What? I hopped over the health because of the guy hitting the explosive. I don't really even know anymore. That was interesting. Anyways, reverse into this. Oh yeah, 140. And get a hit on him. Yeah, for some reason with these ones, the cars are, I find to be a little more difficult to catch up. It may just be because of the weird handling characteristics of each car. Like, to drive the Beast, it feels a little odd compared to some of the other cars. Probably because small car, short wheelbase, considering how close the two rear wheels are. But, yeah, these definitely require a bit more assistance. But once you get them down, you could do good. And right now, that's the very thing I'm not doing is good. Ah, jeez. And somehow I missed him, but I got him. Good. Whoa, he just kind of launched forward all of a sudden. Oh, yes, got the trap. In fact, I got it twice. Awesome. Oh! Unfortunately, didn't land. I just was too fast. Went over the guy and instead not directly on top of him, but death from above. Would have been pretty cool to see. Ooh, yes, start fire. Now we're really racking in points. Get out of my way, please. Yeah, I think, okay, this time I'm already closer to the front, and I have more points than I did last time. So I think this time, as long as I stay up here, I should be good. I think I'm really starting to get the hang of getting points on these tracks. Ah, he's just slipped away. I was hoping to get a bigger hit on him. Don't need the health because I think I can do all right without it right now. Oh man, I saved it. Yeah, you can kind of see him having quite the difficulty trying to catch up. These around for some reason the AI is just pretty damn quick in this one. And yeah, kill car. All right, over 1,000 points in a goddamn bubble car. How about that? Pretty interesting if I say so myself, at least. Anyways, let's just get on the way down. Now I'm in first place. I think I got first place locked in to cross the line at least. And get some speed off the jumps just to ensure it. And done. Whew, that was pretty good. 27,250 points and a easy first place. Even though Jeff got 1,670 points, he only came across the line in 8th. So, I got spared pretty well there. Alright, and I also got most kills. So, next up, time for my favorite, Pitbull Speedway. Oh boy, take 3. Take 2 would have been such a good part to show for this one. I got 2 death from aboves in that one. 2 in the same race. And then I died. I killed myself by running into a trap when I was low on health, because I'm an idiot. I was doing so good. And also, as well, I was having some good conversations on how I believe this game, as well as the PS1 game, Destruction Derby Raw, are like two of the most underappreciated Destruction Derby style racing games of all time. Like, I always saw Demolition Racer as like a new attempt at the Destruction Derby game. In fact, it was even been considered by some as a spiritual successor, because Destruction Derby 1 and 2, they came out pretty early in the PlayStation's life cycle, and after a few years went on, many thought, well, it's not really going to happen anymore, especially since by the time Raw did eventually come out in 2000, it wasn't even done by the same people. And because of the fact that people more remembered Raw and I'm not sorry, Raw, but 1 or 2 are not, mostly because they've been re-released multiple times, especially 1. Whoa, I gotta get off the wall here. These games just kind of get swept under the rug, and I never understood why. I always thought Raw was the best of the Destruction Derby games. Because in that game you actually had a choice. You actually had a better choice of cars. It wasn't just like three of the same kind of car with just different color schemes that acted differently because they were meant for like different classes based on how good of a driver you were. In that game, there were different kinds of cars with different stats, and it kind of added more to it. Oh, could have almost gotten a death from above there, but it just doesn't make sense to me, like how that one just doesn't get enough attention. Is it because it was not done by Psygnosis, or just not as well recognized? Because I don't understand. The Raw was developed by I think it was Studio 343, and when they brought it over to America, because I know it was mostly worked on Europe, because Studio 343 was a European company. When Midway published it over here, which of course is a company that's gone, which then brings me into Demolition Raceway No Exit, because the people who made them, Pitbull Syndicate, they got bought out by Midway in 2005, became Midway Newcastle, and then disappeared in 2009 because Midway went bankrupt. And, well, really, I don't know what to say sometimes about it. It's just, I've never understood why these games just don't get any good, proper credit for being like Destruction Derby games. It's just one or two was mostly, it's like, that's the one that people remember. Probably because it's been gotten re-released countless times. And to me, that just doesn't feel right, because it's like, I always considered Destruction Derby 1 to be the weakest of the games. Destruction Derby 2 was alright, but 1 just, I don't really enjoy it very well. Raw was just way ahead of them. And then with Demolition Raceway No Exit, you just took a game that already worked on the PS1 with the regular Demolition Racer, give it more cars, more tracks, but a new power-up in the T-Bone. I don't think the T-Bone was in the original one. All these new things that really made the game better than the original, and it just works so well. And first place, by the way, by quite a good amount, thankfully this time. Most vicious and most suicidal. Alright. Whew. At least I got most of that again out of the way. So next up is Meltdown. And let's be serious. We need an armor on this thing. Alright, take two. The streak is over. Yeah, I fucked up really bad. I got very little points. Ended up hitting the dreaded minus pickup. Boy, I'm just so let down. But I should be starting off a lot better with Death from Above. And I wanted to go backwards to get that, because why not? Oh, that's a lot better. I went from having a really dreadful performance to Death from Above right away. Ha 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 ha. Yes. Now that's brightened me up. 100 points there. Oh boy, I don't know. Okay, I really need to relax now. But yeah, as I was mentioning before with the games, like, what would you rather play in a more realistic perspective? Would you play a game that has only 3 variants of the same car that act differently based for like difficulty reasons? Because it's like you choose one car because you're a rookie, or you choose one car because you're a pro, and then you have like the middle ground car for like the amateur, or at least the novice guy. Or do you choose a game that has plenty of tracks, an interesting like mode, like an endurance kind of like mode where you keep trying to get money to upgrade your cars and whatnot, as well as unlocking them. Like a mode that you play like a grid shuffle thing, and you have all these different cars to choose from, and some of the really unique tracks and some unique modes. What would you choose? I personally would go for the latter, and that's what Destruction Derby Raw is. And then like, the same case for this one in Demolition Raceway No Exit. Not that the original is bad, but what would you rather choose? Would you rather go for the original one that had about 8 cars, some 10 or 12 tracks, and a few good modes and whatnot? Or would you go for this one that has more cars, more tracks, more modes, and all this stuff that just makes it stand out? Because again, I would go with this one. Why do these games that are technically better do not get as much attention as the ones that people are more familiar with? I do not understand that, and holy crap, I won by over 20,000 points. Oh, man, I'm getting too ranty right now. I gotta just relax a bit, eh? Anyways, next up is parking lot. Oh, and why don't we just get some more points? Oh god, I can't believe how much energy I've been having throughout this entire part, but not that I'm necessarily complaining about that. Anyways, let's continue on with the parking lot here. Well, I kind of underwhelmed there. No. Why do you treat me like this? You're just trying to... Yeah, I don't even know if I actually got one there or not. What? That acted as a wall for a second. That's a little odd. I've never had that happen before. I barely noticed that guy, but I knew he was there. Kind of a... He was trying to play, like camouflage, but I saw ya. You thought you could run from me. Yes! They all went over it. A big 150 T-bone! Oh yeah, doing good. Doing really good. Push him out of the way and... Yay! Some odd sound effects. The sound effects that are sound effects have become the sound effects and more sound effects. Sound effects! I swear at some point somebody will make me into a unique sound. Wait, what am I even getting at again? What is it with me with these weird things that I just always get at? I'm not a regular person, and I don't think I ever will be. Not that I want to be. I like to be my own different self, because everybody should be different. There's no reason people need to be this or that. It's just like it's just a little too silly. Be yourself. That's exactly what I go for with these LPs. I'm just the way you're hearing me act and all that is, oh my fucking god, is pretty much how I am as an actual person. There's nothing of me that's being faked. Oh, I didn't even notice that plus was there that whole time. Hey, what about that? But man, look at this. I have 1,515 points. I am smoking, but... Ah, I missed the shield. It was right there. The agony is too goddamn real. Oh, that was almost, and I really mean almost, a death from above. Fuck. Anyways, only managed to finish 4th, but I got 1,515 points. That should be an easy first place, right? Yes, it is. Still got at least 1,840 points more than second place Jono there. It is completely one color look by the looks of it, Bobcat. Anyways, there we go. And now it's time for the last track, Wasteland Bridge. Alrighty then, last track, and let's nail this one.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, let's get some. Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's a minus right there. So, thankfully, I was a ways from it. Got to get a strong hit on them. Get a hit on him. That was a weak hit. The plus for 60. This plus for 50. Now, the plus is not giving me too much right now. I'm not okay with this one bit. No, sir. Whoa, I'm way off, everybody. Kind of just sneaked through everybody. I was actually wanting to get some points there, but I fucked it up. That's 70. Whoop. Woo! Right through the middle of that. I completely avoided them. Sweet. And that's plus for that's there we go. That's better. 140. I think there's still one more I have to get. I don't know if or did I already stop to get that one? I don't remember now. I'm dumb. Ha 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 ha. My energy is too damn high today, but yeah, I don't mind that. No, I didn't get it, but I should have gotten on that lap. I'm not gonna go for it now because that would probably put me at too much risk of finishing too low. Alright, come on. Get up on this guy. There we go. That's a hit at least. Whoa, he went flying. And I pushed, and I gave him a bit of a push. But kind of overdid myself a little bit in the process. Whoa, that was close. Come on. Oh, ooh. Ah, my God. Come on, can I please get some more points? Thank you. Oh, no, don't go for that. It's a minus. Thank you. Someone blew up back there. Ooh. And I try so hard, but these guys just for some reason in this league don't fuck around with how fast they go. I don't understand why that is. Yeah, pun him. Yeah, 700 points. Go. I think I really need to just go to see how I do. 715 points. No, it's not what I wanted. This car is squirrely. It's got really skinny tires, and the rear wheelbase is very short. Alright. Cross the line. Let's see how I did. First place, yes! By, yeah, over 7,000, 5,000 points. Yes, there we go. And I was the most suicidal, and there we go. That's the end of the league. I have way too much goddamn energy for this part, I will tell you. Now, we don't get a trophy for this one. They really didn't think of people would care enough. Oh well. And there we go. Now available is Speed Settings 3 and All Cars mode. The last couple things that we were remaining to get, and we got them. So overwrite the save game. Like that. And there we go. 100% has been unlocked. That is every single league in the game. All of them are done. And yes, as you can see, that since you don't get a trophy, you don't actually get to choose. You don't actually get to see a little thing. It looks like you haven't done it, but you have. If you get 100%, you've done it. So it at least gives you a little clue in. And then so of course we get all these extras. I will go into more detail on what these are in another part, but we're gonna have 2 more parts left to go after this. So stay tuned for part 7, because in the next part I'm gonna take a look at the modes we didn't see in any of the parts so far. We've seen Demolition and we've seen Last Man Standing, but we will be taking a look at Chase, Chicken, as well as Suicide. Wait, sorry. So we saw Demolition and we saw No Exit. So the next part will be Suicide, Last Man Standing, Chicken, and Chase. So for the meantime, if you're enjoying this, stay tuned. We're almost done with this. So, and I need to relax a bit because fuck, I put so much energy out for this part compared to before. Not that I'm complaining. Anyways, stay tuned, guys, and thank you for watching on YouTube and GameAnyone.com.